This is big Valorant update today. Big Valorant update today. I didn't watch the video yet, but I kind of saw what it was about. Let's see. 10-minute video. Oh my god, that's so loud. Is it me? Community mode, community-esque shit won't ever happen probably because that's just not how Riot does shit, you know?
Hey everyone. Thanks for joining us for another dev update as we continue our 5-year anniversary celebration.
Do you guys want subtitles or
We've got
no?
a lot to share today, so let's get right into it. First, I want to talk about abilities. We've seen a lot of conversation over the last few months about abilities in Valorant, especially when multiple abilities overlap and start to overwhelm combat in some scenarios. We want to make sure that we're always maintaining this delicate interplay between shooting and playmaking that keeps gunplay at the center of the game, anticipating where your enemies are and then weaving gunplay, abilities, and teamwork together to win the round is what makes the best moments in Valorant. We've rolled out several changes over the last few weeks, and I want to bring up Tiffy and Ryan to talk more about our plans for the rest of the year and beyond.
Hey everyone, I'm Tiffy.
Hey gamers. Oh, that's weird. That's Dan's line. Hey, I'm Ryan.
Let's talk about what we've been calling
that boy
ability
Ryan
overload here on the live balance team. We're looking at situations where ability combos can sometimes feel overwhelming in combat, and we recognize that adding new agents
remember Ryan on the watch party during
and we do want
Brazil.
our agents to make you think about the game in a new way.
I think about Clove. Clove really made me rethink what death means. And there's also Vice.
Vice made you learn what it means to be alone in dangerous enemy territory.
Oh, Tejo. You should talk about Tejo.
Yeah, so Tejo makes you consider the importance of...
Wait, these are the two in charge of the balance system? These are the guys that let Tejo tank for so long? I'm just kidding.
An escape plan, essentially. As we look closely, though, at Tejo and how he was being played in the game, we realized that his guided salvos led to a higher frequency of checkmate situations without any opportunity for counterplay, especially at the high levels of play. So we reined him in patch 1009 to bring him more in line with other initiators.
We're going to be using Valorant's 5th year to take more of a holistic look at the game. Examine some of those spaces we've tried to disrupt or where some abilities are in terms of tuning. And as the game continues to change and you have a wider variety of abilities to deal with quickly, we need to make sure that it's easy to parse all the information at your disposal, whether that be smokes, flashes, stuns, debuffs, you name it.
Clarity changes are typically a net positive and don't have any unintended effects on other agents and abilities, so we'll ship these when we're good to go. And we've already started some of this work with things like the minimap updates, Brimstone Molly audio. You might have seen the Raze's explosion visuals being updated. And there's visual tells for health states of Deadlock's barrier mesh as well. And overall, we believe that the gameplay and balance are in a healthy state.
Right. We take a look at agents, maps, and weapons just to see where they are in terms of presence in the meta, overall strength, and their sentiment across ranks. These are just a handful of the key indicators that we track to make sure that there's no outliers that we need to take a second look at.
To be fair, the game isn't a healthy state with the Tejo nerfs. Like the maps and the agents are probably fine right now.
So make sure to fill out those surveys you get in the client too. We're also confident that the changes we're making now and some things that we're exploring for the end of the year will ensure that we're maintaining Val's core balance between gunplay and abilities. No spoilers though.
Some spoilers. So in the next couple of weeks, we'll be revealing our new map with a little teaser here to hold you over until Masters Toronto, where you'll get to see the team do the full reveal. The map team cooked on this one. They've created something that aims to shake up how you think about taking
new map
sites in Valorant.
New map
Each
is always
site
fun.
is layered and complex, so that teams have to think pretty carefully about how you
looks like some Harry Potter shit, no?
Utility to get onto site.
That's enough. Anyways, I think Steven has just more fun news though about the new map. And we gotta go anyways, Koos. We have to go playtest the next agent.
Thanks, Tiffy and Ryan. With patch 11.0, we're bringing the new map to competitive queue day one.
Product lead competitive systems.
Most players are engaging with the new map for the first time in competitive already. And we want to better support learning the map in that competitive environment right away. And we know it's going to take reps before you're up to speed. So during that first patch cycle, which is 2 weeks, RR losses on the new map will be reduced by 50%.
Wait, what? Our losses on the new map will be decreased by 50%?
But don't worry, you'll still earn the full 100% when you win.
That's a new thing. So you guys are okay with people dodging? It's fine. I'm the guy dodging. I don't dodge. I only dodge one day there. I generally never dodge lobbies. I was only dodging because we were doing that shit. But anyway, they're gonna make it so it's 50% loss. So I just feel like won't people dodge to get this new map to have if they do, whatever, dude, have fun.
Excited to see how you learn and adapt to the layers of the new map. We want you to feel more comfortable jumping in, be able to learn as a community, and maybe dodge a bit less too. Next up, we're starting the conversation.
Oh, the reason they're doing this, you just heard it right there, is because they feel like whenever they come out with a new map, people start dodging it. So like the dodge rate on new maps is really high.
around a
So now they added it so you lose less elo to force people to play it.
topic we've heard a lot about, smurfing. And that word is loaded. It's not a one-size-fits-all descriptor of the behavior that we
Smurfing.
see. Some players are dialed
The thing with smurfing, like, all right, so like smurfing is a big issue in the community for sure. And honestly, I'm probably a part of the problem. Not that much though, because I only play with my friends once in a blue moon, at least like the 5 stacks. But like, what am I supposed to do if I want to play with my friends? Like, I can't
in
play unrated. Yeah, but it's so whack, right? Man.
for the night, and they're just performing
Anyway, let's
well
see what
for
they did. Let's see what they did.
the rank. Others are new or returning and in the process of ranking up, but some have deranked with the intent to stomp, or are playing at lower ranks on accounts that they didn't level themselves. And that's an issue, so here's what's coming. First, we're increasing the barrier to sharing accounts, starting with multi-factor authentication. Our plan is to require MFA, something like app or SMS verification, primarily for suspicious cases, and we're looking into it for all competitive accounts as well. Our goal here is to have more clarity and guardrails around who is playing on an account. We're planning to launch this year with more specific details to come. Second, guardrails. Our plan is to require MFA. We're increasing the barrier to sharing accounts, starting with multi-factor authentication. Our plan is to require MFA, something like app or SMS verification, primarily for suspicious cases, and we're looking into it for all competitive accounts as well. Our goal here is to have more clarity and guardrails around who is playing on an account. We're planning to launch this year with more specific details to come. Second, we'll be adding an additional...
So it'll just be harder for someone to like give their account to someone else and have them play on it, because you'll have to like verify it through phone every time.
reporting category for players that are abusing matchmaking systems. This one's twofold. One, we want better data about when you think someone in the match was intentionally abusing the system with the intent to stomp on the opposing team. And two, players are currently using the cheating category to report this behavior, and that's making it more complicated for our anti-cheat efforts. Rank and matchmaking abuse is a complex space, and we want to hear your feedback now and as these features come online. This is a major step forward and just the start of more to come. Oh,
can't they just DM them the code? Yeah, but what this helps is like if someone sells their account to someone else, then that person who bought the account will have a much harder time like getting the authentication transferred, because they're not gonna fucking send them the code every day. So I think that authenticator is gonna make it harder to sell your account.
And there's some overlap here with botted accounts. Just as a reminder, we've banned hundreds of thousands of these accounts to date. So if you have one of those accounts, expect that same fate. Next up, I wanted to give an update about something we talked about earlier this year. We're adding more visibility into your behavior standing. Here's what we plan for it to look like. You can see any active warnings or penalties on your account, along with what penalties may be coming next if you don't shape up. This is also launching later this year.
That's
Our
cool.
game is competitive.
That helps the report system.
You overheat. We're giving you more direct and visible information.
I like that.
So that you can course correct more quickly.
I like that. I like
so
that.
You understand when bans
a progress
are
bar on your reports.
Competing has those lows. But let's talk about the highs too. We started the year off with some quality of life improvements, like rank shields. And we're excited to bring additional recognition
rank shields?
to Premier. If you've been looking for a way to rep your squad across Val, check out Premier in 11.0. Team tags are coming for players who participate.
Oh, there you go. Someone was asking about clans.
And we're adding a sick way to recognize those that managed to win the playoff tournament. In general, we'll keep leveling up the competitive journey in Val through this year and
there you go. Someone was talking about the clan system. So in Premier now you can get like a title
beyond. So stay tuned for future updates. At the highest peak of competition, we've got one more update as we lead into Masters Toronto. Pick'ems are returning. We love the reception and the conversation around Pick'ems at Champions Seoul. We'll be bringing it to all Masters and Champions events from here out. For a different peek into our perspective on what's next for esports, I'll hand it over to Leo.
Thanks, Steven.
Nice.
Hey, folks. Leo
That
here
boy
on
Leo.
behalf of the VCT team. When we originally designed our sport, with all of its pieces, challengers, game changes, international leagues, global events, we made a number of choices focused on delivering highly impactful moments, stability for top teams and players, and a viable path to pro. These choices have paid off, and in the past few years have helped VALORANT grow into one of the largest esports on the planet. Now, we want to build on that success, evolve what's working, adjust what's not, and set the stage for the next era of the VCT. The first cycle of team partnerships concludes at the end of next year.
The end of next year, so the end of 26.
Giving us a unique opportunity to make larger changes at the start of 2027.
So I wonder like if they're gonna take teams out and bring teams in.
As always, we want to build the sport together with you. So I want to share what we're thinking as planning kicks off. There are 3 things we're aiming to accomplish. The first goal is more openness. While partnership will remain a key component of our design, we want the VCT to be a bit more open, better bridging the gap between Tier 1 and Tier 2, between professional and community tournaments, and giving more teams the opportunity to compete at bigger stages. The second goal is more flexibility. We want to design a system that gives us a wider variety of competitions, formats, and event locations around the globe. And our third goal is to create more ecosystem moments. Events like Masters and Champions have been incredibly valuable because they allow us to bring together all the things that make VALORANT special. The game, the sport, the community, the culture. And while we think the number of global events is still appropriate, we're looking to create more moments like that, especially at the regional level. It's still very
So more regional events. Is that what he's saying, basically?
early, and we'll be sharing a lot more updates in this year and the next. But as always, our biggest advantage continues to be the ideas you bring to the table. So please continue sharing them with us. All right, that's it from me. Back to you, Andy.
One of the most
We didn't really get too much out of it, right? It's kind of just like they're still trying to bridge the gap between tier 1 and tier 2. Teams' contracts are ending, so they're gonna, try to bring more transparency in 27 and see what that looks like, and then also more regional events. So maybe like in between split 1 and split 2, we see like more matches in NA or something like that. Yeah.
foundations for Valorant's future is the game engine itself. We've been building Valorant in Unreal 4 for over 10 years, and the time is right
VCT
to upgrade to
Staten
Unreal
Island.
5. Coming
What is
soon
this? What is
in patch
this?
11.02 around the end of
Unreal
July. The
Engine?
patch on
Isn't
release
that a
day
big
will be
deal
a
to change the fucking engine of the game? Isn't everything gonna feel hella different? That's what.
significantly large download to change the engine out.
Isn't
So
that like
we
a?
really
Honestly, this is like a. Isn't this a huge update?
appreciate your patience. In the short term, we've gone to great lengths to make sure that the upgrade doesn't disrupt your gameplay, so the game's overall
That's an
look,
insane thing to
feel,
do.
and all your crazy lineups should still be similar.
That's an
The patch
insane
will,
thing to
however,
do.
come with changes that will improve frame rate performance, make patch downloads faster in the future, and there will also be a
Like,
special gun buddy to commemorate the occasion.
The game can
for everybody
arguably
that
feel
logs in
so
while
different.
The 11.02 patch is still live. Over the long term, bringing Val onto Unreal 5 will enable a whole host of new possibilities.
Wait, maybe Unreal 5 is the beginning of how they make it so the community can actually do like workshop maps and modes. Is that what this is going towards, or is this nothing to do with that?
And we can't wait for you to see where we're going in the years ahead. Okay, finally, let's talk about replays. Replays have been a long time coming, and we are happy to confirm that they'll be going live on PC with patch 11.06 in September, and coming to console a bit later this year. The launch version will enable you to analyze your recently played games on the live patch,
This is
starting
pretty
with
sick.
your competitive games, and we'll be looking
Obviously,
into
we've been
other
waiting for
modes over
this.
time. You'll be able to click through each player's perspective, you'll have a free-moving observer cam,
Wait.
and you'll have some
I saw Corey in the dev lobby.
Replays have been a long time coming, and we are happy to confirm that they'll be going live on PC with patch 11.06 in September, and coming to console a bit later this year. The launch version will enable you to analyze your recently played games on the live patch, starting with your competitive games, and we'll be looking into other modes.
I
over
went too
time.
far back. Holy
You'll
fuck.
be able to click through each player's perspective.
FaZe Corey in the dev lobby. Caught.
You'll have a free-moving observer cam, and you'll have some other playback control tools as well. We really couldn't be more excited to get replays out to you all, and we're really looking forward
Is
to
that
all
him?
the
Yeah, he works
clips,
for Riot.
edits, and analyses that you create with it. We'll be sharing more info as we get closer to release. All right, that's a wrap for today. We're 5 years in, but we want you to know that we're just getting started with Val. We'll continue the work we talked about
We're definitely just getting started because the replay system just came out.
today to keep core gameplay feeling fresh but familiar for years to come. We also plan to level up how we recognize and celebrate your competitive achievements in Valorant to make sure your journey always feels worth it. You'll hear from us when we've got more to share, and we'll be back throughout the year with social posts,
Wait, the dev in the back is watching a match, no?
interviews, patch notes, and updates just like this. Thanks for watching, and thanks for making Valorant a game worth celebrating. Take care, and I'll see you all at Masters Toronto.
I didn't even know people dodging the new map was an issue. Why the fuck would you be dodging the new map? Because you don't want to lose elo. Let's say you're trying to grind to diamonds. New map comes out. Yeah, like why the fuck would I risk playing it? To be fair, I get it. If you're trying to grind like your rank. Yeah, I guess that makes sense then. I didn't know that was ever a thing though. You see? We've really got no fucking clue what the fuck's going on down there. Everyone is trying to cater to their own ranks. Me trying to improve the dodge system for my own quality of life. No, but I think most of the suggestions we have here is for the whole community, apart from the sweat requests. At least these. All right, let's go play now.